Hello. Sorry. Hello. It is lovely to have your company. We have got a 2-hour launch of our one-day special. Really excited about this. We are talking about absolute essentials and obviously tremendous quality and really good demonstrations because Hazel is in the building. Hello, Hazel. I love your demonstrations because we're selling loads of cardstock.
We do,
And honestly, I mean, obviously, with loads of cardstock, it could stump a demonstrator because it's like, I've got card, what am I going to do? But honestly, when I look at your counter, the stuff you've done is just gorgeous.
Thank you.
Do you find it easy? Or do you, because it's good quality, does it just give you so many possibilities?
This particular bundle just got me really excited, and I think it's the difference between the thicknesses of the card.
Yeah.
And it just opened up, like you say, so many different possibilities for me. Whether you like construction, whether you just like simple straight half folds, it takes inks really well, you can stamp onto it. It just so versatile and they work beautifully together.
Yeah, I love that brown, it's such a beautiful colour.
And the difference, this chocolate brown is called Duo, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. So that means it's matte on one side and it's got a beautiful pearlescent finish on the other side.
Amazing.
Which it just makes it different. So you can choose what you want to use, what you want to play with.
It's posh stuff, isn't it?
It's posh, yeah.
Posh stuff.
Not like me.
Or me, love. What are you on about? We're both well poshers.
Absolutely.
Well posh. Now, Hazel is absolutely going to be inspiring us throughout the hour, but get ahead on the website because, as you well know, when we talk Pink Frog, we have got so much choice. I mean, literally so much choice. I know there's a lot of white on there, but there's different finishes, there's different sizes, there's different weights of cardstock, and it's essential. We've also got, I mean, the gesso is lovely. We've got glossy accents, which everybody needs in the stash. We've got lovely stamps. We've got happy hour deals. Now, your happy hour deals for this hour, you've got a £20 saving on that. That is your ice gold card, which is beautiful. It's got such a good shimmer to it. 210 GSM, so good weight, only £9.99. But please check the deals out. Obviously, this is a double launch, so hopefully you've got plenty of time to have a look, but this is your one-day special. And as Hazel says, it's beautiful. First of all, I've got the card here to show you. First of all, you've got that gorgeous, gorgeous brown. Now, really, really good cardstock. 400 GSM is this one. And look at that fabulous sheen on this. So one side has got the lovely plain, and then the other side has got that incredible pearlescent. I mean, that is gorgeous.
It is gorgeous.
Before you even do anything,
I know, just
beautiful.
to look at, it is gorgeous, but it's such a great weight for your construction.
Yes.
Whether it be a memory book, whether it be frames or just your card blanks, it just works so well, and you're getting a real quality finished product, which is what we all want.
And I love it because it's one of them, even for basic cards, it's a good colour for your matte and layering. It goes with so many other colours.
I do love chocolate, and again, it doesn't just have to go with the cream. You can be getting your inks out and going crazy and changing your colour palettes.
Yeah, really nice. Now, you are, of course, getting 50 sheets of the beautiful chocolate. You've then got the beautiful cream. Now, this isn't a plain cream either. This is an ice crystal. And it might be tricky-ish to see on camera because that has got the most beautiful sheen to it. It almost looks like teeny little bits of glitter that have been suspended in the card. I mean, it's beautiful. It's got a really smooth finish. And this one, now, different weights. So, obviously, you can do loads with it. You can still stamp on it. But, can you see, it is double-sided with the sheen. It is a bit tricky to show you, but you can see that. You can see that sheen. This is lovely stuff. It's matched together, teamed together, they do look luxurious.
They do.
I mean, the colours together, and I do like the differences in weight. Because this one, this is 210, isn't it? Is it
250?
250.
Yeah.
Now, it's interesting, isn't it? Because it feels... This is the thing with cardstock. Yeah. They feel, even though the weight... Sorry, it's 210, not 250, isn't it?
Oh, sorry. No.
Is it?
It is
no,
250.
it does 250.
Yeah.
It's because it doesn't feel 250.
It's because you've had that 400 GSM in your hands.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't normally use that 250 as a card blank.
Yes.
But there's nothing saying that you can't, because if you matte and layer it up with the chocolate, then you're going to get that substantial thickness.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
It's your choice how you play.
And honestly, they work together in absolute harmony. And with that beautiful cream, I mean, obviously you can still stamp over it, you can still use it for loads of gorgeous backgrounds.
Do you know, you will be amazed at the different techniques that you can do on ice crystal. I have been using ice crystal for a good 3 or 4 years, and it is one of my favourites.
Is it?
You can stamp onto it, you can still spritz and bleed out, you can do your watery backgrounds on it. A lot of the stuff that you can do on our Super Smooth, you can still do on this ice crystal. The only difference being is it's a more cream colour to start with, and you've got that beautiful little sheen that shines through that ink, which is another touch.
I think that'll give you such a beautiful finish, won't it?
And also, it's not a pearlescent finish, it's a matte finish. And that makes all the difference when you're stamping and you're wanting to do your techniques. So,
and I think that's a really good point. It isn't pearlescent, it's very subtle. It looks expensive.
It does look expensive.
All of these look expensive. If you're thinking, I know, you know, bulk cards, wedding invitations. I mean, this is beautiful for wedding invitations.
Gorgeous for printing on for wedding invites. Absolutely stunning.
Because that's the thing, that paper, it'll look beautiful as an insert as well. You were chatting about this earlier. And I mean, that looks really pretty. It's stunning, absolutely stunning. Now, not only do you get the cardstock, so you are getting 50 of each here. I mean, this is such a deal for $15.99. 50 of each of these, 100 sheets of cardstock, 15 by 42 centimetres for only $15.99. You're saving £14. I mean, this is almost a half price deal. We do not limit it to one per person. So if you have got something in mind, if you're thinking, do you know what, next Christmas, this is a beautiful colour for next Christmas. I have got wedding invitations. All my birthdays, you know, if I'm having a big birthday and I want to invite lots of people because it's a big number next time. So depressing. Then please check your baskets out. Now, 10% of the stock has already gone. Not only are you getting the cardstock, but this is something that I really like about Pink Frog, because you put instructions. So as soon as you get this, you've got ideas to inspire. Is that what you've got there then, or Hazel?
Yeah. So with this, we're going to give you instructions to make the memory book. Wonderful. So you've got like pictorial there and writing on the back, which talks you through. You've got your 15 by 42 card folding instructions. There's 10 different cards on there, which are all the samples that Leonie's got on her side that she's holding up, that Claire very kindly made for me. And then you've got your frame instructions so that you can turn it into like more construction. So you'll get all of those instructions with every bundle.
That's brilliant. And obviously this is so nice for frames because it's got that beautiful weight. And obviously, you know, it creases beautifully. So get that scored and it'll give you that really gorgeous crease, which is so important, especially if you're doing your construction. Look how nice that looks when it's stamped onto. I mean, that
even
is
embossed,
seriously gorgeous.
400 GSM, you would think you wouldn't be able to emboss it, but that's embossed and stamped onto, I think, that Claire's done
that
there.
Does feel really nice.
Yeah,
this is cracking stuff. Absolutely gorgeous. Over 10% of stock has already gone. I'm not surprised. It's almost a half price deal. Thing is, wheels card makers, or of course mixed media artists, you need your basic, you need your core, don't you? If you're working on substandard cardstock, you're going to get substandard finishes. You need to work on quality. If you don't work on a good base, how are you possibly going to get a decent finish? This is a good base. It's a beautiful cardstock. 580,989. Now that is your one-day special bargain. One-day special under 20 quid. Not bad at all, is it? Now we've got more in the basket for you that you definitely need to put in. This is essential. Your Super Smooth. Now I use this tons. I've really got into using my Super Smooth. I really like using different papers and different cardstock for all your inky stuff, because you can experiment with your results, can't you?
Yes, of course you can.
And hey, this is a cracking quality.
I love the fact that you can do so much with it. I mean, you've got boards there. I've got a little swatch book here, but
ooh, let's have a look.
Shall I put it on the counter?
Let's have a little swatch.
A little swatch. So whether you want to use your distress ink with water, it's going to work there. You've got your distress oxides blended. You've got distress oxides with water, so you can get that lovely depth there. You've got Galaxy techniques. You can use faux bleaching on there. We've got Brushos with water. We've got your different pearlescent sprays, paints. Excuse that, it wasn't dry when I put it together.
What are you on about? It's texture.
Black gesso. What a gorgeous effect that's given.
Yeah, that does look amazing.
Different texture pastes on there as well. And then you've got embossing with your plastic stencils and ink in them. Stunning. You've got your gilding waxes. Making your own stencils from Myla or stencils that you've got in your stash.
That looks lovely.
Stamping, alcohol markers, perfect card for using with your alcohol markers.
Because that's what you need, isn't it, for your alcohol markers? You need smooth card.
Even your watercolour pens, you're still being able to move that colour around.
Yeah.
You've got watercolour pencils. You've got your heat embossing.
Yeah.
Die cutting, it die cuts beautifully.
Yes,
You've got your embossing folder, so you're getting that real nice deep emboss there.
Yeah, yeah.
And then doing your inky techniques with it, so that's your letterpress.
Beautiful.
This one is hilarious. This is for doodling, but I haven't doodled on it yet. Thanks, Claire. This one's scrumpled up and inked over to make it look like a faux leather type, but gorgeous for that.
Yeah.
And then if you want to build it and bring it into your construction, you can do that too.
And that's the beauty of having A3, isn't it? Because if you're doing construction, A3 is absolutely cracking for that. If you're doing your bigger cards, your A3 is an absolute must-have. This is such a deal. £13.98. You've got 80 sheets here. Obviously, it's A3. Cutting in half, and you've got 160 sheets A4. Do you know what? You know that you can look at it like that. But 10% of the stock has already gone for £13.98. Cracking quality. It's just one of them you need in your stash. It's an absolute must-have. 517-280 is your item number. Really good savings on all of these. Now, the next one, and this is just beautiful. Now, again, it's a lighter weight, but look at the sheen on it. It's just so pretty. Double-sided, so you have got that incredible sheen on both sides. Now, you've got 80 sheets. We're calling this the flower-making paper. Of course, you don't need to use it for that. You can use it for inserts. Again, you can use this for your mat and layering. You know, all your inky techniques, because you'll get that beautiful sheen. I mean, the sheen of this, Hazel, is just exquisite, isn't it?
And do you know what? You don't lose any of it when you spritz onto it or ink onto it. It shines through. Yeah. And we've got some beautiful flowers that Anita made, and I'll have them. They're underneath, so I'll get them out for tomorrow's shows.
Yeah,
but
amazing.
They look stunning.
That's the thing, isn't it? When you put like a dye ink over the top of it and have that shimmer through.
Gorgeous.
It's really nice stuff. This, when you run this through your embossing folders as well, it looks really nice.
You can fold it over and double it up because it's that thinner weight. You're going to get twofer.
Yeah, twofer one. We love that. We love a twofer.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really posh stuff. This is the kind of stuff as well, you know, you want to print on for your wedding stationery, because you have that as a beautiful insert, and it just looks quality, doesn't it?
Yeah, it definitely does.
Really nice stuff. Again, look at your price. You're saving £10. £9, that's all you need to pay for this. Whether you're die cutting it, whatever you're doing, again, we are talking staples for your crafty stash, and good quality staples at that. 469106 is your item number. Now, we have got loads of extras. Your glossy accents, this is an essential for everybody. I love glossy accents. It's one of those products that's been around years, and yeah, it's one of those that's still a must-have in everybody's stash. Whether you're using it as a very posh adhesive because it dries super clear, or of course if you were using it, the real use where you use it is to get that beautiful glazed finish, and it dries slightly raised as well. It's cracking stuff, that. Two big pots for £13.99, 569240. Now, this is rather handy, your Micron. Now, you have got 6 sheets. These are big 12 by 12 sheets for only £11.99. Now, these will allow you to create your own stencils and masks. So, imagine the possibilities with this. Imagine the different things you can do. Honestly, that again is a really good price. Only £11.99. 394204 is your item number. Now, we've also got for you on today's show your masking sheets. Now, These again, absolutely cracking. They didn't limit us stock, ignore the green on the screen for now. You've got 10 sheets for your basket. So now I do believe, I think our Paula got some of this last time, but I haven't used mine yet, and I need to use mine. So this, when we're talking about stamping and we want to mask, this is what we need to use, isn't it, Hazel?
This is exactly what you need to use, and I'm just going to look, you watch, oh here we go. I have an acetate sheet that I stick mine onto so that I keep them nice and safe.
Amazing.
But it basically, I'll get one sheet out as well. So it's an adhesive sheet that is onto a piece of acetate. So all you do is you would stamp your image down onto it and then cut around, and that gives you, I'll peel a clean one off. That gives you your little mask there that you can stick over your stamped image to allow you to build and fill a sheet and make it look like it's behind. Now it also comes into play with your miler. I've got this star on here just to remind me, but because of the depth of your miler, it's 350 micron. If you wanted to ink in there and then stamp up to the edge but not outside, then you cut that same shape using the same die that you've used on your masket, and you stick the waste around, and then it protects your card. So they kind of work hand in hand, and for me they're definite staples. I need them. I can't live without them.
I'm with you. I mean, the masket sheet, I mean, masking stamps, it's one of those things that makes such a difference.
Yeah, and I will be using it throughout the demos, but I think that I'm just going to grab over, look. Ooh. Here we go. So on this one here, we've got that beautiful image of the rose there. But then I've used the masket and stamped it behind. It just comes into its own, and you can, like, there's a smaller rose head that I filled a heart with, and that looks amazing too. Just keep masking out. But yeah, a real essential. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, you need that. You need. We're approaching a quarter of the stock. Really busy. That is 976569, your item number. Now we have got. We said about happy hour deals. Do you get all of this? Do you get all of that? 100 sheets. Oh, now this is a deal. So this is, and now I'm gonna, my right, of course. Now have a little look at that, because again, now that has got a gold sheen to it. Again, I hope you can see that on the telly, because that beauty, it is a beautiful, subtle gold sheen. It's always a bit tricky to see the gold sheen on the telly. It's a bit tricky to catch it, even when I tilt it. It's catching the light, you see. Yeah, I can't catch the light. Yeah,
what's really good about the gold, ice gold card, is that when you ink on it, sometimes you get an interference with the gold sheen, and it looks absolutely beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
You need to get it in real life.
Of course.
I mean, it is already busy. It's double-sided. It's got a nice weight to it. So again, is it so 210 GSM?
210, yeah.
Right. And again, really beautiful. You'll be able to put that through your printer and everything.
Prints, inserts, even just for doing your inky backgrounds, your stamping, your die cutting, that is going to work.
And look how much you're getting. I mean, that's ridiculous.
A lot.
Is that 100 sheets?
I think that looks like 200, but
it does, doesn't it?
We might.
Let's show that one just in case.
Yeah.
I'm not counting it.
I think that looks like 100.
That looks like 100, doesn't it? That looks like 100.
Yeah.
I mean, this is lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Please check your baskets out on this. It is your happy hour deal. You're saving £20. This is lovely stuff. Please check your baskets out. Over 10% has gone. Really, really busy. If there's anything you want, you know what to do. 270-330 for that happy hour deal. Obviously, the one-day special. It is like we've got so many one-day specials, isn't it? Because we've got so many deals. But the one-day special, absolutely gorgeous, brand new to us here at Hochanda, and obviously so much you can do with this quality cardstock. 50 sheets of that beautiful chocolate duo, and then 50 sheets of the ice crystal, and we are already approaching a quarter of the stock. You are saving £14. Time limited offer, or of course stock limited. 580989 is your item number. Hazel, what are you going to do for us first of all, Hazel?
I want to just start off and just show a few different things that you can do. So this is the matte side.
Beautiful.
And I'm going to work on the matte side of that, and I'm also going to work with the ice crystal too. So basically I'm going to prep 2 bits of card and then we're going to move on and use them in our demos.
Super.
So I've chose myself a little colour palette. I've got peacock feathers, speckled egg and ground espresso.
Lovely.
Just to name a few of my favourites.
All the favourites.
Yes, and I'm just going to basically I'm just dragging this pad over at different angles just to create a background.
Now how good does that look on that card? See, brown and blue is just, it just works, doesn't it?
I wanted to make every sample out of these, but I thought it would look too male orientated. We always moan that we can't make male cards, and I could have made thousands today. Not today, but whilst I was prepping this, because I just couldn't put this colour, the colour combo down.
That is absolutely stunning.
So that is actually all I'm going to do to that. And I'm going to be using it with my dies. I'm going to cut bits out of it, but I'm going to set it aside because it is wet. And that needs to dry off. So I have done another one.
Because that side isn't coated, that is going to dry.
It's going to grip.
Be absolutely fine.
Yeah. Let's just wipe that off so we can start the next. So for the ice crystal, I'm going to do the same sort of thing, but I'm actually going to incorporate all 3 of my colours this time. So I'm going to start off with the lighter one and just sort of like put some bits down. Now I'm actually just using the edge of one side. I'm not putting it flat and rubbing it, just the edge, because you're getting you're just getting enough, let's put it that way. And then I'm going to come in with my peacock feathers and just add, there's no pattern to this, I'm just being totally random.
I love that because it's just such an easy technique.
It is easy.
But it's ridiculously effective, isn't it?
And the thing is, the more you think about it, the harder it gets. Okay, so just really try and just
go for it.
Yeah, just
and
put it on.
You're not putting pressure on. That's the thing with this, isn't it? The key. Don't get heavy-handed with it.
No, you really don't need to. So again, don't look at this as a whole, because to put a piece of card like that in front of somebody is really, really scary. It's going to be put into portions. So from there, I'm going to get my miler.
Okay.
So I did have a 12 by 12 sheet. I've cut it into 4, and these are 2 of the squares. So if you take advantage of the deal that's on the screen, that would have cost you £1 to make 2 stencils. So I'm going to place one on here, and I've got my little tools for each colour. Let's get them organised.
And it's die cut, so easy to die cut then?
Yes, simple shape, so it's nothing taxing for your machine. It's 350 microns, so it is quite a weight, that's why I'm recommending just your simple shapes, but that's like, you know, you've got your stars, you've got squares, you've got circles, hexagons. I've got one with clouds in. Just try it and see what you can get cut.
And I know some of the machines, the electronic machines, will cut mylar, so you can have a go with them as well, can't you?
Yeah, I did notice. I haven't done it myself, but I did notice that some of them come with a deeper cut blade, so maybe it would be worth having a go. Yeah,
because some of them, they absolutely do. So because this is lovely stuff. In fact, if you do want the mylar, I've got it here. Well, Hazel's doing the beautiful inking with those colours. Remember, you are getting, and the big sheets, they're your big 12 by 12 sheets. So you've got your big 12 by 12 sheets there. Obviously, that's exactly what Hazel's done. So you're creating your mask and you're creating your stencil, of course. Only $11.99. And you can do all sorts with this. We're already approaching 20%. 390204 is your item number. So really busy with the mylar today as well. Back to you, Hazel.
Okay, if you like doodling, or just crisping things off, it's a really nice little technique to go around with your micron pens.
Lovely.
Just to frame those off. So you could be random and go across and let's just look. I won't even be able to line that up. There we go.
It makes it pop a bit more, doesn't it?
It does make it pop. And again, I'm not going to do all of them. I'm just going to pick these 2 because they're going to be chopped up, so you'll only just see portions of them.
Yeah.
And I missed that. And I missed that, so I'm going to do that freehand. So now I'm going to take one of our stamps. This is the script from our Rose stamp set, which I do find myself going back to time and time again. Now, do I want black? I might actually use brown. So I'm going to use a brown, and I'm just going to ink that up. Now, I just want portions, so I'm not going to ink it up fully, and I have got it on a piece of acetate, and that's just so that I keep the stick on the back where I want it, if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
So I'm just going to come in and randomly put that over, and if I feel like I need more ink on, I'll just go in and put a bit more, but generally 1 ink up will get me some detail over the whole piece, which
that looks so good.
I'm pretty happy with that.
That as well, you scraped it, it's just giving you almost texture, isn't it?
Yeah,
it looks
it just
really
adds
interesting.
a little bit more.
Oh, I love that. I'm going to show, if that's okay, Hazel, I'll just show this. We've got a picture of this one, because I haven't got it in the flesh, but you have got it there now. This is beautiful. Look at your old stamp set. So you've got that stunning little background there. It's not a little stamp, is that?
Have I said the wrong one? I have said the wrong one. I meant poppy.
Ah, the little poppy
so
one.
The one with the rose.
I thought that looked a bit different.
It's music notes on the rose.
Ah.
Sorry.
Bear with, there we go. But you're not seeing the image.
There you go.
We've got the beautiful poppy. It comes with the background. You've also got 10 of your true red A4 cardstock there as well. Absolutely beautiful. Really, really pretty as well. And obviously with that one, it's that background that Hazel's been using there, which is just so gorgeous. If you would like to get hold of that one, that is £14.95. Absolutely stunning stamp set. And of course that true red is lovely. Is that the poppy head there, Hazel, that I've got? See,
I love doing that.
Isn't
technique.
that pretty?
Yeah.
And that's just
amazing.
showing the watercolour cardstock,
Absolutely.
isn't it? But it looks.
I've just clicked that. Sorry.
Hey?
I forgot how noisy that was.
It surprises you when you haven't used it a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
See, isn't that beautiful? This is showing the watercolour cardstock. But honestly, it just looks so... I mean, watercolour cardstock's amazing anyway, but doesn't that just look ridiculously gorgeous? If you do want that poppy, obviously, only £14.95. You're getting the stamps, you're getting the true red card there as well. You are saving £3.80. 441 936 is your item number, or Hazel.
Right, I'm just taking advantage and die cutting some stars from the chocolate that we dragged our peacock feathers over.
Amazing.
But all of a sudden you can see how gorgeous they look.
Oh yeah.
Die cut out.
Oh yeah, they do, don't they?
I knew that would happen. It's fine. It's no drama. Thankfully I'd got it taped down with my Scotch tape so that the dies didn't all fly out.
I tell you what, Scotch tape is a must-have as well, because the Scotch tape just doesn't rip. It's good stuff, isn't it?
It's amazing. Even for masking, you know, like inking over it. Just love it. Yeah,
this is cracking stuff. It's one of them that's been around for years, hasn't it? Yeah. Absolute years. But it's such a good product. You are getting 2 rolls, so £13.99 is your price. Removable tape. So obviously so good for your die cutting and more. 999 217 is your item number. How's your lovely stars?
Right, my stars are looking amazing. So I've just popped them to one side because now I want to move into, if I said a proper demo, I mean, you know what I mean. I want to make you something. So I've made this little pizza box from the chocolate brown, and then I've started to snip into the papers that we've made, and we're also going to be making a couple of cards as well to pop inside. You can do more than 2, but I've just done 2 for this. So what I want to do over the time that I'm with you is I want to show you every demo that I do isn't going to be on those instructions.
So this is as well as.
So if you was to watch every show, then you would get a lot more.
So people need to write down notes or watch on Doodah.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah,
excellent.
Pizza box is very, very simple.
Okay.
I'm just going to take one of the chocolate brown and I'm going to cut 5 centimetres off to start. I know it seems like a waste, but we will use it.
Yeah, you don't waste that, do you? Matt and layering and stuff.
So we'll keep that to one side. So now that should measure 37 centimetres long.
Okay.
There it is. It's big. I don't know how I could lose it, but it's big.
You.
Right, let's move those out of the way. So when we're doing a pizza box, get the right tool. I think that might be a bit thin. I'm just going to do a 2 centimetre depth all the way around.
Do you actually remember these sizes, or have you got that written down?
I've remembered this one, and I do remember quite a lot of things, but sometimes I hobble across, and it's just like, what? And I get a little bit of a mash in my brain, but I do have things written down, yeah.
So, sorry, 2 centimetres.
It's fine, so 2 centimetres off each edge.
Okay.
And just go all the way round.
And you better score. I mean, if you're making things like this, you need to be scoring it, because, I mean, this is heavyweight cardstock.
It is very heavyweight. Okay, so that's the start of it. Now, whenever you make a pizza box, you need to know the halfway point so that you can do your 2 centimetres, like 1 centimetre either side.
Okay.
So the halfway point to this was, I am going to look now. Halfway point is 18.5. Yes, it is. So I'm going to score at 17.5.
Of course.
And 19.5. So that means that this section and this section are exactly the same.
Okay.
So all you then do is you would go along, fold. Now I would recommend a bone folder, a creaser, because you've got such a sturdy, and I've got my pearlescent on the outside.
Beautiful.
So you just go along and you would fold all of them.
Yeah.
And I have got one.
Prepared earlier?
Yes, because it's boring for you to watch me put all the red liner tape on.
Yeah.
So I've gone across and I've popped my tape on, and then all we need to do is, and this is the bit where I couldn't do this without tweezers.
Yes.
I could try, but I'd be there for a while.
So when you've actually folded, you've put the...
I've missed a step, haven't I?
You've put the
You're
little...
good,
You've
you
cut
are.
the little doodahs, haven't you?
Yeah.
You've cut your doodahs.
So, just rewind, Hazel. Let's do it properly.
I'm making sure we know this.
I'm glad you're watching me.
I'm
so for
watching
the
you,
4
Hazel.
corners, you're going to snip down.
Okay.
And take a segment.
Does it matter if you take a segment from the
It's got to be from the corner.
Right, okay.
Not on the inside, because otherwise that would have a bit missing.
Right, okay.
Okay, so you do that on all 4 corners, and when you get to the middle, on one of them, just do a straight cut.
Right.
And on the other side, take a segment.
Right, okay.
Now, it's important that when you get to the opposite side, you mirror that.
Okay.
So that was the straight one, and that one is the segment. And that is purely because, I'm going to put that down now and bring to this one.
Yeah.
When we put it together, the straight edge needs to match up, you see, so it just works.
Yeah, so that makes sense.
So now, I'll take my tape off.
Now, does it matter with this which size of tape you're using? Because I know we've got a really good selection, haven't we?
Right. I would normally use, I'm going to be totally honest with you, I would normally use a 12mm for there, because I'd only have to put 1 strip on.
Yeah.
But as it happened, when I was prepping this, I only had 6mm to hand.
So you've used 2 bits.
So, yeah, I personally do use 3mm, 6mm, 9mm and 12mm.
Use a lot,
I am a greedy one, yes. But they're also useful for whatever project you're doing.
Yeah. Well, Hazel's just doing that. I am going to give you a quick shout. Now, we've got, to be fair, we've got the 6mm. So if you did want the 6mm, and obviously these are packaged separately because they're so super sticky.
Yeah.
If they're not and they all come together, it's a proper mare trying to get them to get them separated. You've got your 6mm. You're getting 4 rolls of those, 11.99, 110684. However, we've got the 12mm. So this is what Hazel would have used if she could get her hands on it at the time she was making the boxes, and they're going to just fit perfectly. Yeah, it's really handy having the right tape, the right size for the right job. So it's always handy having loads more. £9.99 is your price there. 180271 is your item number. When you're talking construction, red liner is essential, isn't it?
Definitely, yeah. Definitely, because it's so super sticky and it just does exactly what it's meant to do. So I have stuck all 4 corners together, just making sure that they're flush on each side. And then for the centre, if you fold that back so it comes in, you want to get that flush. So that's that side. Give it a squeeze, and the same on that side. So that is our box.
Oh, Hazel, you make it look so simple.
And then that'll come over, and that will fit inside.
That looks really good. I mean, that cardstock is obviously beautiful, but that looks really good.
And it's sturdy.
Proper sturdy.
Yeah. So to go inside there,
I need to start making boxes, Hazel. Do you know when you're on, every time it's like, oh, I need to do that because it's really impressive.
right? So to make the cards, very simply, one piece.
Yeah.
If you cut it at 21, that's half of it.
Okay.
That gives you 2 card bases.
Yeah.
If you get your scoreboard and score at 10.5, that's going to give you 2 little A6 cards.
Yeah. Amazing.
Obviously, I'm going to need to go over there with my bone,
Yeah.
the creaser, give it a nice. There we go. So there's our 2 cards that we need to decorate, and we've got our box that we need to decorate.
Perfect.
So we'll start off with the box. So the pattern piece that we chose, I'm going to need my trimmer.
See, that looks like posh paper that you bought, doesn't it?
It does, and like I said, when you chop it up, you're going to get a different piece each time.
Yeah.
Now that box measures 11, so I'm going to go. I'm going to give it a bigger border, so I'm going to go 9.5 by 14.5. Let's do that.
I love how you actually
And
make
this is how it works. This is how my head works at home.
Whereas mine would be just really dodgy and just sort of guess it all. This is why yours always look good, though, Hazel.
Right, so
That looks so nice.
yeah, that's equal. Is it? No, I want to go 14 now. It was just off slightly.
Okay.
Right, now that is perfect. Okay?
Beautiful.
So I can stick that on there. Have a look at your script. That's the way we're going to go.
Okay.
Now, what I have done in advance is just made myself a little, just for you, little layer. That's going to go on top of there.
Doesn't that look good already?
Then we're going to build in some of our stars.
And that's where you can use your scrap papers as well, isn't it?
Absolutely,
the
yeah.
bit that you chopped off. You waste absolutely nothing.
That is glossy accent, so I'm not going to be gluing with
Oh,
that.
yeah. See, your glossy accents, some people do use it for regular gluing, but it always feels a bit like, oh, no, glossy accents is for posh stuff, isn't it?
Do you know, I can't put glossy accents down since I put it in that bottle.
Yeah, yeah. It is good stuff, isn't it?
It is amazing.
Obviously, glossy accents we've got on the show, it's just there at the bottom of the screen for you at $13.99. Yeah, that looks really super cool.
Just move that to the side for
And
us.
I mean, these are beautiful for masculine, but obviously they're great for whoever.
And I did have to go shopping for some foam pads.
Gutted.
Andrew is going to be chuckling at home because he forgot to bring me some.
Oh, it's his fault, huh?
Yes, it is.
Ah, named and shamed, Andrew. Forgot
It's
the phone
okay, I'll
pads.
make him pay for it.
Hazel had to go shopping.
So I am going to just pop that at an angle. Now, because I've raised that on pads, I'm going to stick this flat but pop a pad on this side.
Beautiful.
Or a little bit of pad. Just to give us a little bit of... Do you ever do that where you don't want to make everything exactly the same?
Yes, yes.
So this is just going to be
absolutely.
slightly different. I'll pop that. I like to see the bottom of that star.
Yeah, that's nice.
That on there. And then maybe we'll have... Just, in fact, I don't.
That looks nice.
Just one. I'm just going to go for one.
I agree. I think that just looks enough.
There we go. So that would be our box. And if you got anything you want to go
Yes.
through, and I'll get ready to do the cards.
I am
Is
going
that
to
okay?
do our Hazel. Thank
Perfect.
you. Oh, I like that. Does it make you want to make boxes? You've got the right cardstock. This is heavyweight cardstock. We are talking about 400 GSM. I mean, it is beautiful. If I show you that phenomenal sheen again, because have a look. You've got, on one side, you've got the sheen. On the other side, you've got the plain card. Perfect. Because that is then going to allow you to create your beautiful boxes, to create gorgeous cards, but also to do your inky techniques, to do your stamping on there, which is wonderful. You've then got, so you've got 50 sheets of each of these. You've then got that beautiful cream star card, the ice crystal. I mean, that is lovely. As I say, it looks like tiny little bits of glitter just suspended beautifully in the card. Really subtle, very, very exquisite, and that's 250 GSM. So 50 of each, 100 sheets with instructions. We are talking about quality. Obviously, if you've already bought Pink Frog before, you know you can guarantee the quality. You know you're going to be using this for construction. You're obviously going to be using it for different card making. Think about different projects. And the lovely thing with this, you have got inspiration. So when you get it home, as ever, you will get ideas. And I love that because it might be things you haven't thought of before, different folds, the frame as well. And because it's really good, sturdy cardstock, something like that, that feels super sturdy. So if you are making these into little books, I mean, this is such good card for making into little books, honestly. And that, can you see that at the front, the little boxes? I mean, how cute are they? They look amazing as little party favours. That is absolutely beautiful. If you're making things to sell, you need it to be decent, don't you? Things like that, that is gorgeous. I'm not going to take it to pieces. I know I'm about to take it to pieces. All glued, don't do that, Leonie. I can see it, but it's over there.
Anita has made this and it absolutely blew me away.
It's so pretty. Amazing,
yeah. I love it.
It's so pretty.
She's done a fantastic job.
I mean, for a little gift idea, that is absolutely stunning, isn't it? This is such good card for construction. Right, we're approaching 30% of the stock has gone. This is your one-day special. Remember, we have got a 2-hour launch. We're halfway through our first hour. I love the 2-hour launches because you can chill out, you can watch our Hazel and really get inspired. I hope you've written down those instructions because the instructions that Hazel for the demos, that's on top of the leaflet that you'll get with your one-day special. So all those are added to the inspiration you're getting here. 580989 is your item number. Now let's get down the counter. I know that it might be, you know, white card. Oh no, it isn't, because first of all, we're talking super smooth, and this is really good quality. I mean, I love this stuff. I get through buckets of this now, absolute tons of it. The super smooth cardstock, I'll use any size as well, because obviously you're chopping it down, but A3 is brilliant for construction. It's brilliant. I tell you what I love bigger card for. You know, when you're spritzing and stuff like that, so you put your card in the middle, you catch it. Because if you put, so say you've got A6 card, you put that in the middle and then you do your spritzing, all the ink is going to catch around the outside. When you remove that, it looks really good. And honestly, this, it saves you mopping up loads of ink and wasting it. You're catching it on an A3 cardstock, and then obviously you've got a ready-made background from the stuff that you'd have actually cleaned away on a bit of cloth. I mean, this is an absolute must-have. You know, don't just have your glass mat down, have a piece of this down. Seriously, you can get some really good effects. 30% of the stock has gone. You've got a huge saving, £8 saving, only £13.98. 517 280 is your item number. Now, next, that Wedding Ivory flower making paper. Obviously, it is up to you what you do with it. Flower making, because of that gorgeous weight, it's dead easy to manipulate. And that's the thing, if you're using really heavyweight cardstock, it's harder to manipulate. This one, you can definitely do that. And it has got that gorgeous shine. And it's beautiful for flowers because the shine is both sides. So it does mean whichever side of the flower you see, it's going to look really super posh. I mean, it's beautiful. Great for your inserts, absolutely beautiful for creating your matten layers or more, of course. And you can still stamp on it, you can ink on it, you can spritz on it, you can die cut it, emboss it. I mean, it's just good quality, beautiful, beautiful paper, and it's a half price deal, better than half price. You're saving a tenner, you're paying £9 for that. And look at the shine. And I love it because when you look at the sheen of that, it's so different from your one-day special sheen. Can I just show you, compare? I mean, obviously you've got the colour variant. So your one-day special is that beautiful cream. And when it's next to the white, you can really see the colour variation. But look at the difference in the sheen. See, your one-day special is that really subtle sheen, whereas that one's got that more beautiful sort of pearlescent sheen to it. I mean, both of them have sheen, but honestly, they're so different. And this is the thing, when you get it home and you use them for different jobs, that's why we have such a massive range of papers and card, because they'll all They'll all work for different projects. If you'd like to get your hands on that one, it is 469106. Now, we've also got, some of the stuff we haven't shown you yet, but I know you've already found them on the website. Your Super Smooth again. Now, different sizes of Super Smooth. Obviously, you can cut Super Smooth down, but when you've got your specific sizes, so ridiculously handy to start your different projects. And this is going to come with an instruction sheet as well. Same size as your one-day special. So also the stuff that our Hazel is showing you, you'll be able to do with this, and it's a good weight again on this one. It is your Super Smooth, obviously great size for that one, 15 by 42, unscored, so it's up to you. I love the fact it's unscored because as Hazel's showing us, there's tons you can do. It's Super Smooth, there's tons you can do with it. Only £11.99. Then you have got 75 sheets there. It is heavyweight. What's the weight of this one? Is this one 250?
300.
300. I thought it were heavier. 300 GSM, that one. Yeah, you need that in your life. Obviously, all the Super Smooth is handy to have. Now, you've got your Super Smooth, you've got the A4. I like that we've got your different choices because obviously it is up to you, whatever suits you better. With your A4, you've got 160 sheets here, 300 GSM again, and another £8 saving on that, £13.98. Brilliant if you're using it for your alcohol markers, but I use it with all my inky stuff. I love using it with my inky stuff because it reacts different to my watercolour. So it means I can get different effects. I honestly, it's really nice to experiment and it's good quality. So if you are blasting it with all your inks, it absolutely can handle it. £13.98 for 160 sheets. So that'll last about a week if you're like me and get through tons of it. Now, obviously, it'll last you ages. Then that is 669780. Watercolour cardstock, absolute staple in, it should be in everybody's stash. The thing is with watercolour cardstock, you can do so much with it. This is the one when you're colouring in with your watercolour pencils, your watercolour pens, when you're going for it with your inks, you'll be able to get some beautiful blends with this, some beautiful effects. Do you know what? I love watercolour, and this is something else I've been doing of late. You know when you're just washing your paintbrushes? So you've got your paintbrush, you've been doing all your painting effects, you've got loads of paint on your brush, just do a wash on your watercolour cardstock. Literally, you've created a background in seconds. And this has got a texture, but it's not too heavy a texture, which means it looks beautiful, but also you'll be able to stamp on it. Yeah. Absolute essential. We're approaching a quarter of the stock has gone. I am not surprised. It's £9.99. I mean, for us crafters, that is fantastic value for money for 50 sheets. Saving £10 there, better than half price deal on that one. 669780. Now, we've also got for your A5. Now, obviously, it's just handy having different sizes. And I'm sure you'll agree here, Hazel, because sometimes your different sizes, A, it saves time, but B, I mean, when you, I don't know about you, but when you get a different size card, your imagination kicks in. So you look at it in a different way, don't you?
Of course you do, yeah. And it's, I just find, we said at the beginning of the show, I need all three of them sizes because I grab depending on what I'm doing. So if I'm working with my 15 by 42s and I've got the concertina fold, that means I've got 4 A6 pieces. I can naturally go to the A6 pieces and they're ready to go. If I'm working with A4, maybe I need the A5 piece. It just, I don't know, they're just handy. I'd say less waste. Because once I've chopped into a bit of card, it goes into a pile and it's, you know, it's just kind of gets lost. Whereas if you've got them piles in at your craft desk, you can just dip in and out as you please.
I agree. Definitely good for less waste. I absolutely agree. And you can see the effects you can get. I mean, watercolour cardstock. This is a lovely thing, isn't it? Just stamp and then blast it with water, and you've immediately got something that looks stunning.
That particular one was masked out around the outside with this Scotch tape and spritzed wet first and stamping into the wet, which it's just the reverse of what we normally do, but it's amazing to see it go. It's just, nice technique.
Things like that are addictive, aren't they?
They are, very much so.
Nice to play with. Cracking. Obviously, brilliant deal as well. So you've got your A5 there, £9.99, 747203. Then you've got your A6. Now, I love my little stash of A6. It's one of of those, you know, when you're doing, maybe you're doing samples, maybe you just want to test colour, or of course, you're quick and easy. It's card toppers, if you will, for matting and layering. Seriously handy, and obviously it's watercolour. I mean, how good does that look? You see, I think that note, look, just with a sentiment on there, I just think it looks beautiful. You know, if it is the thinking of you card, you can make some really beautiful, easy cards that will look seriously effective. And again, a great price. You've got 200 sheets there. For just $9.99, 280 GSM, really good quality. 305-695 is your item number. Now, we've got tons of tape now, all your red liner, so obviously all your good quality tape. We've got the different sizes, because as Hazel's been showing us, you know, depending on your project, you don't want, right, for instance, if you're doing a nice skinny little box, you don't want to be using your thick tape, because you're not going to be cutting this strips of it, because it is super, super sticky. So obviously, your smaller boxes, you want your smaller tape. And of course, if you want to save time, bigger boxes, bigger tape, you've saved loads of time. That's why we've got so many different sizes for you. Now, your first one that we've got for you, this is your 3mm. So you can see they're nice and skinny. Essential, you know, there's loads of things. Brilliant when you're doing your shaker cards as well. So you've got your 3mm there, you're getting 5 rolls on there, and these are big rolls, are not skinny little rolls either. So they are super big rolls there. You've got 150 meters in total. That's $9.99. That's your first one, 515329. We've then got 4 rolls of your, so this one is your 6mm, and again, really good size rolls there, and that is your 6mm for £11.99. That's 110684. We've then got 3 of the 9mm, so we're getting bigger and bigger. So that's your 9mm, which is only £11.99. Again, essential, and then the big boy. We're talking about, there we go, 12mm is in the building. And you have actually got, have you got 5 of these? Do you get 5? No, you don't, surely, because that wouldn't work. That'd mess about with my maths. It's 2 of these. 2 of them. Yeah, because otherwise that's like, no. You can't do that. We've been going down in size. Don't mess it up and give me 5. No, you've got 2 of these, and that is super thick. Yeah, dead handy. Because as Hazel was showing us, making that box, that would have been the one she'd have gone for it, and it saves time taking all the backing off. Because that's the thing with red liner. Great stuff, but the backing drives you a bit nuts because it sticks to you. So the less backing, the better. But it's really good stuff. Yeah, get hold. Obviously, see what you need in your stash. It's one of those. Stock up, because you will always need that in your crafty bits. Only £9.99. 180271 is your item number. Obviously, check everything out on the website at hochanda.com. You can, of course, ring your orders through as well. 01, no, I've forgotten our number. 01733 what? 602000. Every now and again, it goes out my head. It'll come back again in a minute. But it just goes, what have I got in front of me? I'll tell you what I've got in front of me, Molly. I've got the gesso. I love this stuff. This is brilliant. From Royal Talons. Look at your price. Look at your price. You're getting 3 of these. I tell you what, this is cracking stuff, isn't it, Hazel?
I absolutely love spraying that onto the cardstock. In fact, it would look amazing on the chocolate. Something I haven't done as yet because I kept it simple and I've just used my inks and my miler, but that
that is such a good price.
It is
£11.97. They are big tubes.
That's 2 for me and 1 for my friend, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe keep it in the cupboard because it's coming out soon.
Yeah, that, absolutely do not miss that deal. £11.97. See, it wouldn't surprise me if I were paying a £5 for each of them. That is fantastic. 028044 is your item number. Another one of your absolute essentials is your glossy accents. Now, we're changing the details for you there. Your glossy accents are, again, an essential. And we've got a cheeky little picture there for you. Your glossy accents are going to give you that wonderful wonderful, wonderful glaze effect. Honestly, this is an essential. If you've ever wanted to put, you know, your gems where you can, your absolute crystal clear gems, stick them down with this. You know, if you've got glass cabochons, stick them down with this. But just to create a beautiful raised gloss finish, they're the ones. 569249 is your item number if you want to get that. And then we've got the Scotch tape. I love it because we've got so many essentials. That's good quality removable tape. You don't want the removable tape that removes the bit of card that's a good bit that you've just cut. You want the good stuff. This is the good stuff. £13.99 is your price. 999217 is your item number. Only £13.99 your price. Obviously, oh, nearly lost my voice. That is the first hour gone already. I can't believe it. We are going straight through into the second hour. So please don't go anywhere because we've got loads of ideas, loads of inspiration from our fantastic Hazel.